Hey there everybody, my name's Andrew. I'm coming to you from the local Solar Blokes. We're based right here on the Sunshine Coast, and we are truly a local small business, a local company. Um, Today I wanted to talk to you about the pros and cons of going solar. There really, without sounding biased, there really isn't much in the way of cons. I mean, some might argue that the upfront cost is a con, a negative, I guess. In some instances we just simply wouldn't put solar on a roof. It might be because it's heavily shaded or something like that, or the roof just isn't suitable, or maybe the customer's bill is so low that it really doesn't warrant solar. Generally speaking, you'll get a bigger return from solar if you with the more electricity that you use. So, and it's always our goal to sort of eliminate your bill completely if we can. That's not always possible, but we can certainly make a huge dent in what you'll be paying for your electricity in the future. So what's another con? There's some people sort of say that the way the panels are manufactured might be not so environmentally friendly. But other than that, I can't think of any cons. It sort of makes me laugh really when somebody's, I talk to them about solar and they're just not interested. And to me, it sort of really doesn't make sense, because, if you're generating a 30 to 35% return on investment, well, you're not going to get that at the bank. Generally speaking, of a 6.6 kilowatt system, which I consider a small system these days, it'll give you a first year's savings of somewhere between $1,500 and maybe up to $2,000. That might be pushing it. You can expect to pay off the system or get your money back within 2.5 to 3 years. So I think that's a pretty good deal all round. I guess a con could be that panels aren't exactly a beautiful feature, especially if they're on the front of your house. But if you can get a 35% return on investment, and it's taking out if not all, and giving you a credit, or taking out most of your electricity bills, that has to be a good thing, right? What to be wary of? Look, make sure you get a good quality products. They don't necessarily need to be top of the range, but they certainly need to be a recognised quality product here in Australia. Cheapest isn't always best. It really isn't. You're better off to go with a reasonably good quality system, panels and inverter. You don't need to go top of the range. I don't believe that they don't perform any better. Just so long as they got good warranties, and the company's going to sort any problems if there are any, which is very rare. We've only had one or two inverters that have caused problems, and generally speaking, it's out of the box. So it's when we first get them out of the box, and there can sometimes be a problem. We might have had one or two inverters fail, but we've always got onto it quickly and had them replaced, and everything's back up and running. But when you're dealing with technology and hardware, if you like, there's always a possibility that something can go wrong. But if you've got a good quality product and you're dealing with a reputable manufacturer that's based here in Australia and has a good warranty, you really can't go wrong. So yeah, I can't, like I mentioned in my previous video, batteries aren't a viable option yet, and don't sort of hang about waiting for batteries to become a viable option until you get solar. You can always add the batteries in later when they become a viable option. But right now, at this point in time, I wouldn't be recommending batteries unless you need a backup power supply for whatever reason. Yeah, so that's about it. I mean, there's not many cons, if any cons at all, and there's a massive upside to installing solar on your residential property or even your business. We've done quite a few larger systems. We've done up to 100 kilowatts, and the businesses are happy. They're in credit. They've taken out their electricity bills, and that makes us happy. That makes them happy. So that's about it from me today. I hope you're having an awesome day. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate in reaching out. If you want an electricity assessment, or if you want to get a quote, I'll put a link down below, and you can click on that, and it'll only take you about 1 minute at most to go through and fill out the form, and we'll come back to you with a no obligation quote. And yeah, see if we can't really make any promises until we do the figures. So that's why we need to get the information so that we can actually design up a system to see if it's going to be beneficial for you. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.